Hey, what's good, everybody? Hope you guys are all well. If you're new here, usually I do the lives on my other channel, on the podcast channel, but I want to start trying to do more here. So, welcome. Right now, I'm going to do a collective you versus them. So first I'll pull their energy, and then I'll do your energy, right? So first, what's the energy of who the collective is dealing with? Maybe they don't want to talk. Ah, okay. I'll wait till I get all the cards and then. Oh, okay. Two more. Oh, wow. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so right now for their energy, hmm, for the collective, I guess someone feels like they're stuck, like their hands are tied, right? Whoever the collective's dealing with. The moon. In this case, the moon is it's a little tricky because well, no, actually no, it makes perfect sense with the Eight of Swords, right? It's like an illusion of being stuck when you're not, right? So it just amplifies that. So someone's really like with that energy, I'm just getting someone really up in their head to the point with the moon. It's like even making up things that like making up things to the point where it seems real, things that aren't even real. So that's a whole nother level of really getting stuck in their head, right? I see that it is someone that wants to offer the collective, right? Kind of hoping for a new beginning or something like that. Tons of emotions just pouring out. But at the same time, they feel heartbroken and you know, sleepless nights, all that stuff, right? So wow, this is a crazy energy. That's interesting, right? But I think this is kind of what it is. It's like with this, right? The hands are tied and then the illusion, right? So there is something they could do about it, right? As far as we'll see what your energy is right now, maybe as far as the heartbreak, I don't know, but there's something here with the fact that this came out first shows me that maybe something in their head made them feel like there was nothing they could say or do. And it's almost like they caused themselves some kind of heartbreak, like a self, yeah. It feels very self-sabotaging in a way. Or just, yeah, someone that really let their mind run free and they didn't search for the truth instead of creating something in their head, right? So let's see your energy now. Wow, that was interesting. I don't really feel any kind of energy with it though, so that's interesting. I don't know if that's saying something about the collective. Like if the collective, okay, so what's the collective's energy towards this person, right? My thing all squeaky. Okay. What's the collective's energy towards this person? Oh yeah, and then it could be you're dealing with a Pisces, all the water signs really, right? All the water signs, Gemini, Libra, Gemini, right? Okay. So, right. So that makes sense. What I was feeling. That makes sense what I was feeling for the collective because I felt like I feel yeah, there's just kind of a maybe you're very aware of that, right? Maybe the collective is very aware of that. Wow, this is such a different energy. Such a different. Wow, that's pretty interesting for both. So for the collective right away, this was the energy I was feeling, right? Almost like no energy, right? Mind over heart. And even now, as I pull this, I feel it's almost like someone just boom, give me the facts. Like someone's just I don't feel any kind of nothing right now. That's crazy. It's just someone like, you know what? Just give me the facts. Wow, I just felt this whole gush of like coolness, right? Just someone that is putting no emotion into it. Maybe, but obviously, right? If you went through something, then I feel like the collective now is just very like, give me the facts. Give me the facts. What do you got to say? And that's interesting, right? Very balanced. Obviously, Libra, and this obviously has a very watery energy, right? The whoever the collective is dealing with, emotions running all over the place. Then the sun came out. So, it could be that's probably how you're being viewed, collective, right? Or everything. Oh, shoot, I forgot to block it. Or everything right now is just like, hey, the sun's shining over here, right? Like, but you're looking at somebody, right? It's almost like whatever this person, that's why I said, see the illusion of, oh, there's nothing and this person is like open to like, what? I'm looking right at you. What do you want to say? They got the sword ready, but see, it's almost like a sword that's gonna cut through the BS. Like, you know what I mean? So, what is this self-imposed? I can't say nothing when the King of Swords is just like, go ahead, tell me. But it's almost like just they don't even have to say it. Just looking at them, you already know that they could cut through your BS, right? So it's just maybe that's the kind of thing. But it's like, hey, the sun's shining over here, starting a whole new journey, which is perfect because that's kind of what I was getting when I was doing all the collective readings. Closing out the year, right? Right, looking towards new horizons, right? Making plans. Third eye, like which goes perfect with this, right? It's almost like that, right? Like you're gonna be able to see through any veil, any smoke and mirrors, right? Wow, it's crazy. I just feel this like super stoic energy of just like the energy doesn't lie, right? It's crazy. But that's the funny thing. I keep getting this smooth like eucalyptus on the throat, right? Like easy, right? Like communication's a breeze for the collective right now. But you're listening, right? Like, go ahead. What do you got to say, kind of thing? No problem expressing the truth. Wow, I don't think I've ever felt this kind of energy with a reading. Man, this is insane. I've never felt this with a reading, and it's everything just feels so cool right here. I like it. And then intuition, right? So I think the collective is, like when you look at it like that, it's like the everything, right? Like the little antennas, right? All of these look like little antennas connected to the higher realms, the sword connected to the higher realm, the intuition, right? All the waters behind. But that's what it feels like someone starting a new journey, right? So that's pretty interesting. Okay, so let me see. What can I ask? Should the collective expect to hear from this person that's up in their head? Yes. But again, look at that. Wow. Queen of Swords. I'm gonna say it just because it popped in my head. It almost feels like at one point maybe this was meant to be some kind of divine pair, right? But at this point, it almost feels like the collective is embodying both the Queen and the King of Swords. Wow, see my whole thing just like, wow, that's pretty powerful. That's pretty powerful. That's why I feel so like, wow, I've never felt that, right? Like this kind of stoicism. So it would make sense. Like if one person was embodying both the King and Queen of Swords, like, geez, that's why there's like no. The only thing I keep feeling is just that, right? And that's why, because obviously the King and Queen of Swords, like the epitome of being able to, communicate without without like any remorse or without any like, hey, wow, and look at as I lift the deck. So I don't know, maybe I don't know why this person's feeling so. Okay, well, you know what? Let me see. Can you clarify a little why this person is feeling so up in their head towards the collective? What is making this person feel so bound? Uh, because it's almost like they don't want to move unless they knew that the outcome is victory, right? Which then that's kind of that, you know, that's not a good way, I would think, in my opinion, to live life, right? If everything you do is just, well, if I'm not gonna get victory, I'm not gonna move, then okay, then the outcome is obviously, you know, or fear, right? Like that. Like, whoa. Yeah, that explains everything. First, the Ten of Swords was under, and now the Devil is under, right? Yeah. There's just so many things keeping this person bound, right? Seeing things very like black and white, or yeah, it's a weird way to be, right? Not that it's uncommon, but this is 100% it makes sense why someone like that would feel stuck, right? Because that the kind of person that doesn't make a move unless they know that they're gonna be victorious, but then like who lives like that anyways, right? How many people, like, you don't guarantee that kind of stuff anyways, right? Like in most things in life, right? um so that's interesting. I don't know. Okay, so I mean, yeah, I already asked. I guess the only way they're gonna reach out to the collective is if they feel they're actually gonna be able to, I guess, be victorious, which is kind of funny to me because you can't know if you're gonna be victorious. Yeah. So I don't know. It's a strange energy. So I feel like, yeah, maybe this person's gonna decide to just walk away because, see, there's that moon again, right? The moon of the illusions, right? If they can't 100% guarantee, which is just ridiculous, really. If someone can't 100% guarantee that they're gonna be victorious in something, then it's like, why even try, right? Like already a defeated, like, I guess, attitude without even trying something. Which again, I said is not uncommon, right? It's not uncommon. Like, yeah, I don't need to give any examples right now, but I'm already thinking of examples in life where people have had that kind of attitude, right? With various things. Things with even following their dreams, right? Work things like, well, what am I even gonna try, or this and that? And I'm like, well, why are you even alive, right? Like, why are we here to, if not to attempt things and fall flat on our face and get back up and all that other good stuff, right? So I don't know how do we close this out? This was an interesting reading. The collective though, wow. I've never felt that kind of energy. That is just something else, right? I've never felt that kind of stoic energy, just like blank, like nothing, like I don't know. That was interesting. But it's good, right? It feels like whatever collective I'm tapping into right now, or whoever, right? Maybe it's directed at somebody, but this energy is like someone that learned their lessons, knows their value, knows their worth, right? I ain't taking no what, right? Very just what do you got to say? So that's pretty interesting. Like I'm gonna know, you know, these swords are gonna cut through your BS. So what do you got to say? That is amazing. Okay, so I need closing message. So what are the collective feelings towards this? Let me ask that. What are the collective feelings towards this person? Which I already can feel that it's kind of like just listening, right? It's kind of like that, like mind over heart. Well, that's pretty amazing. Hmm. It looks like everyone's just going on their merry ways, right? But even this card, right? It's a maybe card because it's like, okay, and there's the swords again, right? So it's like, do you got something to say? Okay, well, then I guess I'll go on my boat, and then the other person starts going their way, right? So I guess that ends that story. That's pretty interesting. All right, well, I think on that note, I'll end it. Usually on my other channel, I do the ask a question. So next time I'll open it up for that, right? I'll do a collective reading. If anyone needs a tarot reading or a psychic reading, I'll leave my email in the description, right? And yeah, um, yeah. Let me know anybody if that resonates. All right, peace.